Welcome, anime enthusiasts, to Squad Nero, the ultimate destination for all things anime. Whether you're a seasoned otaku or just taking your first steps into the captivating world of Japanese animation, you found your home. I'm Rob, aka Sage. With me today, I have Niall, aka Croco's Corner, Chef D, and T Smooth, your guides through the vast realms of creativity, epic adventures, and heartfelt stories that anime, animation, and gaming have to offer. Join us each week as we dive deep into the latest releases, explore hidden gems, and discuss the hottest topics in the blurred community. Get ready for a journey filled with laughter, tears, and the unbridled passion that makes anime a truly unique art form. Without further ado, let the Anime Odyssey begin.
Welcome all. As you can see from the still picture, we got the youngin Sage himself not here. So we have a placeholder of a nice picture of circa, I think it's probably like 2004, 2005 in my white tee, thinking that he the coolest thing alive out here, looking
In
like he
my
about to
white
drop.
tee.
I'm just saying, he looking like he about to drop a trash R&B album. But yeah, that's Sage for you. That's Sage. But let's go ahead get this rocking and popping. As you know, I am T Smooth. Uh, got the homie Crocos like in the intro. Got the homie Chef D, and yeah, and the man that wants to be lazy and wants to go be a degenerate, Sage. So since he's not here, we're gonna put something up to
He
embarrass
here
him.
in
So
spirit.
he's here in spirit. That's why you got that cheesy little smile up there. All right. So first topic of the night. How y'all feeling about Deadpool and Wolverine? With everything leading up to this point, we got about 26 days, 27 days to release. How y'all feeling about that?
Still excited. Same as I was
Yeah.
before.
My whole thing is like, I already know that movie's gonna be fire, especially when the recent con I went to, it was a Deadpool and Wolverine cosplay, but it was Wolverine and Deadpool girl. So it was kind of dope seeing that, like people being excited for that, dressing up in cosplay, like doubling up on each other with that one. So we as of 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, there was a new trailer that dropped for Deadpool and Wolverine. We want to go ahead and check it out so we can discuss that. If I can find my desktop button. Alright, cool. That could be right there. And I just gotta change this around for you guys so y'all can see it. Windows. Alright, can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead. You know what? I don't know what the problem is. Say something, y'all.
Yo. That's the one too.
Okay, let me. Why is this not? It's like it's not playing the audio from the video.
I can hear it.
Yeah, y'all can hear it, but I don't see it coming through the source.
Oh, the stream.
Yeah. Little technical difficulties. Oh, that's why. Boom. Okay, here we go.
Well, my entire
Bingo. All right. All right. Round two.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about, and I have no idea how to save it. But you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Well, my entire world needs you. Shake on it. Ah! Nicked it. Just got the tip with your little steak knife. This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
Who's next?
Oh my God.
Sabretooth, ready to die. Wait. Time!
You look ridiculous. People have waited decades for this fight. It's not gonna be easy. Baby knife, you shoot the double, you take him down. Side control, then full mount, and you ground and pound till he makes no sound because he's dead.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, 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 okay, good luck. I'm a huge fan.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. I'm a huge fan.
rated R.
Yes. Yes. I need more.
Yeah, that's
that
overdue. That fight is overdue. The Sabretooth look a little weird, but
I noticed that he had black eyes.
That's the one from X-Men 1, though.
Okay,
Okay.
so he had so his eyes was black.
Yeah, his eyes were always black in that movie.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I just
Cool.
don't remember him in that movie, but I believe.
Yeah, because Wolverine never. I don't think Wolverine fought him in that movie. Cyclops fought him twice when he was going to grab Rogue from Wolverine's car, and then because that's what Sabretooth was trying to grab Rogue, and then at the end, Cyclops blasted him out of the Empire State Building. I mean, out of the Statue of Liberty. So we never really got to see him in Wolverine fight.
And that's something that we always want to see, especially from the animated series.
Yeah, so the only time we saw Wolverine fight any Sabretooth was the one in X-Men Origins when they made them brothers. Because originally they weren't brothers in X-Men.
Okay.
And he never even spoke in X-Men 1. He just growled a few times, and that was it. So that's why everybody's like, yo, like, of course, you know, he got like a bigger beard now. It was, I believe, like the pork chops kind of on the side. But it's like,
Yeah.
dang, like this is the first time he's actually spoken in what, 25 years?
I'm with it.
27 years. That came out in 98.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool. Like, I really like the nostalgia that they're bringing back with this movie, bringing back all these old heads, like from the original movies. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be dope to see Halle Berry Storm, but I feel like that's like a last second shoot that they're gonna do if they do add her. Cause they're really like, we know about most of the cameos, but I feel like one of the ones that's gonna hit hard, they're keeping under wraps.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely got some. It's some reports out that they got Wesley Snipes' Blade in it. I feel like they got some crazy cameos they're about to pull out.
Bruh, but my thing is, would it be like a moment of Deadpool going through the multiverse, or through the time, what is it called in the TVA, the time stream or whatever it may be, like, and he ends up at like within the situation of Blade 2 at like one of those parties, and then you see Wesley Snipes walking, and then they have like a moment like, oh, what are you doing here? You should get out of here because I could tell you ain't no vampire or whatever.
I don't know. I don't want to see no Blade. I want Blade to be an afterthought. I don't care about this with that Blade no more. They can keep.
We're getting to it, yo. Now save it. We gonna get to that point. We gonna get to that point.
The trailer was cool though. Yeah, that's a cool fight. I mean, I do wonder about that with the movie. Is like how much of this is just about to be fan service? Because like I'm not mad at a fan servicey Deadpool movie. But like, I really do want to see something progress with this story. I want them to at least give me a little something regarding like where is the MCU going? Can this movie do a little bit of that? So I guess you could say I'm a little worried about that. But it is what it is. I'm excited either way. I'm gonna be drunk. I'm not.
No.
But we gonna be out of town for that movie, so like I don't even know. I'm gonna be happy just to be out of town watching it.
Hey, we hitting the Alamo because my boy said he want to go to the Alamo Draft House, so I gotta make sure I look up the times that day for when we come in, because I know my check-in's at like 4.
Yeah, that's what I think mine is too. Yeah.
What speaking of which, dude, when you supposed to be signing up to Austin? Like that afternoon or coming in Friday morning?
They coming in Friday.
Friday we showing up because Thursday we all going to see Dave.
Got you. Okay. So we'll already be rocking and rolling. Cool. Because the plan is we are going to do our review of it. I know me and Niall will do it because we'll be like with each other when we go see that movie.
Okay.
Rob, you and Rob want probably try and do y'all own little video, and then we can just put them all separately.
What day are y'all doing?
We gonna do it that night, right after.
I'm doing that and then going to bed.
If Rob brings the 2,
what you mean going to bed on Friday?
No, Thursday.
We're gonna go see it Thursday.
Yeah. So we're
Oh,
gonna be
okay,
getting out
cool.
of the movie at like probably 11, 12. Then if we do the recording then, or we could do it in the morning too. It don't make a difference.
Yeah.
So
Either or.
Thursday, since we're going to see it at 3 o'clock, so we'll all have already seen it. We can wait for y'all. We can hop on here and do like
That
a
well,
review and then just post a review.
well, that's gonna be the problem because I won't have my full setup. I will only
It's
have
full
my
day.
small 2-in-1. So we can record like a quick video off of there and then edit it. It may not look perfect, but at least we'll get our review out there and everything.
Could we do it via
Yeah.
Discord?
We could. I can try and record the screen
Is
and
that
then go from
possible?
there.
Yeah.
We could try and do
Okay.
that. We'll look into that before that. So everybody be on the lookout for that review of Deadpool. It will be coming the night of the 26th, going into the 27th. It will be spoilers. I am not doing non-spoiler reviews. We're just gonna have fun with it because this movie is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
We'll do like
phenomenal.
15 before, just non-spoiler. We'll do a little 15 or something for him. Then the rest
What?
of it just be spoilers.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm going all spoilers,
We
bro.
going we literally the video will be titled "Spoiler Alert: Deadpool
Yeah.
versus
There you
Wolverine."
go. Just put that in the title then. Yeah.
And we'll have a
Okay.
couple special guests that will be rolling with us to go see the movie. They're gonna provide their insight too, so we'll have like heads upon heads, no Diddy, on this review video. So it's gonna
Yo,
be...
one thing.
Go ahead, D.
My bad. I was gonna say before I forgot one thing about this trailer, and seeing all of these, well, not all of these, but seeing a lot of the people, from the first X movie, they might be in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're gonna end up doing what they did in Infinity War or in Endgame when they went in the past and how they brought back Loki, because it was like Loki was dead in Infinity War. Endgame, they're like, oh, let's bring him back, get a TV show, something like this. They could bring back somebody from the MCU, a couple people from the MCU that have probably died or whatever. Like, because I mean, he is back. There is a scene where he's back where they were fighting Ultron, 2015, right? So let's say they do bring back that quick. They do bring back somebody from that time. You don't think so?
That ain't my Quicksilver.
Oh, no,
You
for the
better,
X-Men.
bring me Evan Peters. You better bring me Evan Peters.
That's a fact. But it's
Yeah,
like
that
I feel like
is.
they
We
doing that
have
with this.
seen him too.
They probably trying to. Yeah, we have seen him in Scarlet Witch joint, but it's like I feel like they're gonna pull some people that they like. Damn, we shouldn't have killed them off, and pull them in this movie and just or something.
I think this is their way to bringing in some of the Fox universe, not the Marvel MCU people that died off, but I feel like the Fox people that they want to bring in that probably died.
Okay.
That's their way of pulling them in. 'Cause
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman may come back.
Yeah,
for
they just
Secret
gonna
War.
join the TVA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
True,
Hugh Jackman
true.
might come. He might come for like maybe one more movie, which will be Secret Wars. Then he'll probably hang up the claws, but then that will set up for us to get a new Wolverine and a new X-Men timeline within what is it, 619, 666 or
616.
616.
616, yeah.
So have like an X-Men in there brought over, which could start a new thing. That's their way of, let's put the Fox universe to waste. Hugh Jackman gets one last movie donning the Wolverine mantle, and it gets passed off to a new one that's in 616. I can see that. Give us at least one more movie with him. He don't have to do too much because it's Secret Wars, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of superheroes. He can do a couple shing, stab one person, and then call it a day. Everybody get that last Wolverine moment, and they're happy with it.
With Hugh Jackman, they better introduce another Wolverine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Secret Wars would be their
Yeah.
way of doing that, like
Of
passing
doing
over
it,
the mantle.
yeah. That better happen. And they need to bring X-23 back and just have her grown up. Be a perfect opportunity to
Bruh.
just bring her back. But like, why is she young? She not old. She
Yeah,
not
she not.
58 years old like Hugh Jackman. That woman should be, that little girl should be about a young woman at this point. She should be the same age as like Haley Steinfeld. Go ahead, bring her back, cause why not? Why not? Why not? Why, like,
I wouldn't be mad about that.
just cause, like, she don't even gotta, it don't even gotta be a crazy role. Like, if they ever do like a woman team up, you just got another person who could possibly be in that, and you know that they love doing the things where it's like diversity and the inclusion, like all of the inclusive things, like they love doing that in Disney. So yeah, like just bring her back. It's another person, another story. That's the
Don't say
thing with
that though,
that,
because
huh?
that's the thing. They gonna bring her back and they be like, cool, this our new. We ain't gotta bring no Logan nigga in.
Nah, don't do that.
Nah, you can't do that.
They can't do that. Logan is too love. Like Wolverine is too love. That they low key tried to get that
Are
off
you
with
forgetting what they did
She-Hulk.
with T'Challa?
Yeah, but Black Panther actually was Shuri at one point, so it's like, all right, bet. And you know that he coming back. T'Challa's coming back.
Yeah, as
He
his
being he
son.
reincarnated.
When?
His son.
Yeah, he
we
reincarnated.
were
We
about to go
just like
15
they
years.
legit
Like,
reincarnated him.
I feel like Secret Wars, they're gonna push it like
Bro,
15 years in
the
future.
girl from Logan is 19.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go
she can
grab
come
her.
back and play X-23, but not make her a full-on Wolverine. Just have her be X-23.
But if you want to take a break,
Yeah.
like say they do a little too much with Wolverine over the next like 5 years, like they get happy. Hugh Jackman is like, all right, bet. I know I said two, but let's double. Let's get another one in here, and then he make it three. Then they got some other random Wolverine movie that come out because Hugh Jackman willing to do another one, which is not impossible.
That, honestly, if he does do that, you gotta leave him with Deadpool. You can't have him do his own Wolverine movie because Logan did okay. It wasn't great. It did okay, but
Logan's
everybody's
fine.
gonna love. Everybody's going to love the Deadpool Wolverine shtick, like going back and forth. They're gonna want to see that again. That's when I can see Hugh Jackman. He'll give us Secret
X-Force.
Wars. Yeah,
X-Force. Just make an X-Force movie.
Yeah, yeah.
You get Wolverine, you get Deadpool, you get a lot of fun characters with X-Force. That's why like X-Force would be a cool movie. That could be like we not doing any more Guardians of the Galaxy, so here's a version of it essentially.
I'll take
And
it.
it's just X-Force. They assassins, yes, but at the same time you could throw in that comedic relief.
It's
And
there with Deadpool.
nope, yeah, like nope, exactly, which is historically there with Deadpool, and it's like nobody would bat an eye at that. Nobody would bat an eye at that, and we've seen Deadpool with X-Force. It's not if his character is carrying over into the MCU, then the idea of him teaming up with the X-Men for an X-Force team is something that should be in his brain
Oh yeah.
for them to do again.
Which my thing is, I hope that after we get this Deadpool movie, they don't make us wait 3-4 years for another one.
No, they probably are.
Because my thing is this: at that
I was
point,
like,
It'd
they
probably
gonna
be
make us
longer than
wait
that.
for
but here's the
It's
thing:
probably longer than
remember
that.
remember in the beginning episodes when we were discussing about the whole Stan Lee thing, who would fill that role as like that cameo? Deadpool.
That would be a good
Deadpool,
person to be
'cause
that
he
role.
is the TV. Man, y'all were fighting me on that one. Y'all was fighting me because my thing is, even at the end of Deadpool 2, he had the thing to go through time. That would have been, they could have been doing that. He comes in, say something stupid, dips back out. That's simple. Deadpool has many different costumes, different roles that he's played in the comics. They got him in Funko Pops, different costumes.
He with the
It can be done.
TVA. Keep him with the TVA for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Wolverine is like, I'm with the TVA, but I'm also not. That's the thing. Wolverine can have many faces. Like he never. You can't just. The only team he gonna be like, I'm a part of is the X-Men.
mm-hmm.
Like he not. And I mean, if you really want to be technical, his Alpha team when he was with Canada, whatever that was called. Those are two teams that he pretty much recognized. Anything Avengers, yeah, he was on the Avengers, but if the X-Men called him up, it was like blank y'all y'all Avengers. You know, like it's cool. He could be on the Avengers, but it's not necessary per se. But those the only, I guess if you want to say three, those the only three teams that I could see Wolverine being like, I'm going to just be no problem and just join the team. The TVA, I do not see that happening, but that may be a moment where you could either displace him. He could get dropped off in that world that Monica Rambeau is at. It's a lot. You could do a lot with him because he gonna survive. Like no matter where, if you saying we need to put him some him for a second because we want to use him in another movie at another point. He easy to do that with because you can drop Wolverine literally off anywhere.
So
You could drop him off in the past,
with,
present, this world, that world.
and that's the cool thing. What you saying that like drop him off in the world with Monica Rambeau is, what if that Wolverine is dead? Remember, in Wolverine's world, all the other X-Men are dead that he tried
That's
to
true.
save. So they can drop him there. That brings more information on the multiverse to them because Beast was pretty much generally was about to go in that direction of trying to start researching it when Monica
Right.
was like in the hospital bed and she saw her mother as the other Photon. Or
Yep.
what did they call her? Not Photon. They called her something else.
What they called her?
She wasn't Captain Marvel. It was another name.
It wasn't Spectrum.
No.
It wasn't Photon.
It was something else.
It was
Something
it
else,
yeah,
yeah.
it was something else.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But that would be perfect. Drop him off there. Wolverine comes back. He gets to redeem himself, like being with the team again. Boom, and that can start off the whole X-Men versus Avengers thing that Rob was talking about a while back.
Yeah.
And then you could slide Deadpool in there, like Wolverine reaches out to Deadpool. I need your help.
Yo, if Hugh Jackman says, "Yeah, I'm down to be in a total of what's 2 hours? An hour and 20 minutes? I'm down to be in an hour and 20 minutes more footage. Like that's it. After I got an hour and 20 in me left as Wolverine. You technically could break that up into 2 movies. He just couldn't be a main character. He just couldn't be a main character, but you easily could break that up into 2 movies. It doesn't have to just be a 1 movie thing. I don't know whether they do contracts like that, but in this case, I kind of hope that they do, because, yeah, like I'm with you. Like if we got only if you were to look at it that way, and we only had an hour or 120 minutes of Wolverine left, I was no if that was true, knowing that, I would say yeah, break it up so I can see him for as long as I can, and then once I know that it's done, it's done. But it don't have to just be a one more, a 1 go. It could be 2 where, yeah, I would be cool. Wolverine, my favorite, like comic book character, at least Marvel. Wolverine is my favorite character, so I'm hoping that whatever they do is really seamless, and I'm hoping that whatever they do with Hugh Jackman it feels right. I hope it just feels
My
right.
bad, y'all. My shit was just loading slow as.
No, you straight.
You all good, D.
I don't know. I do feel like just my last 2 cents about the Deadpool movie. I feel like it's gonna, and I feel like they're not gonna do much joking around. And I feel like there has to be some type of heart in this film. Because I mean, that will everybody. He might like. I feel like at some point in the film, he gonna see other members of the X-Men that were on his team, and he gonna start going crazy, like just really fighting for something. I do hope they get a cameo from fucking Nightcrawler though. From X-Men 2, that Nightcrawler.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That'd be nice.
That's probably my favorite X-Men from all the movies. After if you just get him in the cameo, that Nightcrawler, because they never mention what happened to him after that.
You are right.
Nope. They going, but the thing is, the only thing I low key feel like I might hate with this movie a little bit is just, I know these cameos are coming and I'm happy about that, but like I don't like the idea of it being like a dick tease. Wait, what'd you say, D?
What you mean? What do you mean
Like
a tease?
Like you know how you just said Nightcrawler? Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I can see them doing Nightcrawler flash in and flash out. And that's all you get. And I would be so tight. Yes, and I would be so tight. I would be so mad. Like, bro, you gotta be kidding me right now.
No, you're right.
I hope they don't, but I feel like, bro, it's gonna be like for real, it could be between old and new. Between old and new. They could have
like, so something about Fassbender.
It could be like 30. Like maybe not. It like really it could be like 30, but like if we being realistic, they could have 15 cameos minimally and 30 maximally. I could see. Bro, them cameos could be real quick. Everybody excited to see the Wolverine with the white hair. He could
Oh
be
yeah.
10 seconds. He could be 10 seconds. You thinking it was gonna be this giant fight scene or interaction, and then out of nowhere they just show him playing cards or something, say a swear word, then he off the screen that quickly. Playing cards with Howard the Duck for 10 seconds.
Yo, they
Please, I
bring
haven't.
Howard the Duck back. It's over. That's my guy right there. Yo,
I'm
my son
telling
came in
you.
with a Tommy gun at the end of Endgame. Came with the blicky.
I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be him playing that everything that Wolverine we all hyped up to see. 30 seconds, him playing cards with Howard the Duck. Next thing you know, we on to a whole nother scene.
I'll be okay with that. But yo, Gertz, come on, son. You gotta let me live during these podcasts, man.
Oh, he said you gotta do the
Jesus, this man had to pop in.
Bro, I can't even see. Oh, am I not?
3, 4,
I can't see the chat or nothing.
6, 7, 8.
Wait, what are you on to where you could?
10.
Oh, you are you looking in this little thing? No, don't look in that. You gotta go on actual Twitch.
This man.
Oh, I gotta go on Twitch, but I can see it last week. I can see it though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see. I got you. Oh, that's right.
Wait, where is? There we go. Thank you, girls, for the workout for tea.
No,
I really don't
screen.
know what to call these things yet.
Those are like reward points.
Thank you for sending T some
Thank you.
No,
points.
no, don't thank him.
Thank you for rewarding him.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't thank him for nothing.
T is like that's
Reward
not
T.
one of them. That was not one of them nice ones.
No, Gertz is my
I'm gonna look
guy,
at
but
it.
Right when
every
it's like,
time.
he's my guy, but he's a jerk at the same time.
yo,
Well, shout out to girls for just popping in. We appreciate you.
Man. Now, let's move on about how the multiverse saga can get fixed, especially with this whole Kang situation. Granted, like it's been a while since we seen any speculation of what might happen. Came Chef D brought to our attention a video Comics Explained had put together, talking about how from what he knows he can fix what he has in the video on a way to fix the Marvel saga. Let me go ahead start this bad boy up. All right, can y'all see it?
Yup.
yes sir.
All right.
I'm currently
My
going
boy.
through the anger phase of the grieving process for my friend, and I've been sitting around thinking about comic book movies, and they have a massive problem, which I'm going to fix in this video. But when I say massive problem, I'm not talking about woke stuff, right? Woke is a phrase that dumb people and grifters use for things that they don't like. When I say a massive problem, here's what I mean. Sony says that they want to make a whole bunch of Spider-Man films that have nothing to do with anything that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is working on because they have faith in their cinematic universe. Well, that's cool that you have faith in your cinematic universe, Sony, because nobody else does. But here comes the clue train. The last stop is you. The last comic book movie that you made was Madam Web, and it's got an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. As a frame of reference here, Howard the Duck is rated at 13%. Your movie literally did worse than a Marvel movie that had bestiality. So I think it's important to be able to stand up and accept the fact that you're just not making good live-action Spider-Man movies. So maybe you should just leave that to being done by Marvel, which 7 years ago would have been a great idea. Here's the problem. The Marvel Cinematic Universe multiverse saga feels less like a multiverse saga and more like a collection of movies centering around a villain who may not be the villain because we don't know saga. And I say that because one of the most popular searches when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe multiverse saga on Google is, who is the main villain of the multiverse saga? And people are not asking that question because Marvel's playing the long game, trickling out these little clues, and it's a great big huge theory crafting guessing game. No, people are asking that question because they don't know, and they don't know because Marvel doesn't know. So I'm gonna do you a favor, Marvel and Sony. I'm gonna fix your shit, and I'm gonna do it over the span of 5 projects: Spider-Verse, What If, Deadpool 3, The Fantastic Four, and Avengers Kang Dynasty. Here's a crazy thing. Kang Dynasty is going to pull the rug out from everything that you think is actually going on. So let's start with Spider-Verse. Now, we can all agree universally that Spider-Verse is the best series of films that have come out in the last 5 years, and there'll be no arguing that. Between the soundtrack and the animation and the storytelling, you just can't beat it. So we go into Beyond Spider-Verse, and that plot unfolds however it is that it unfolds, right? Just a giant race to try to find Miles Morales and keep the spot from eradicating everything in existence. But a subplot over the course of this movie is that members of Spider-Gwen's team and members of Miguel O'Hara's Spider Society are going missing. But Miguel O'Hara thinks that Spider-Gwen is responsible for his missing members, and Spider-Gwen thinks Miguel is responsible for her missing members. But none of them are the wiser to what's going on, and even we as the audience don't really find out until we get close to the end. The movie ends however it ends, and then what do you know? The Time Variance Authority pops up to the Spider Society of Miguel O'Hara and Spider-Gwen, who are all basically in the same place, and they tell them, you're being recruited for a greater cause. This goes into What If Season 3, and yes, I'm leaving you hanging on Spider-Verse. We'll circle back around to that here in a minute. What If Season 2 basically ended with the Watcher showing Peggy Carter what the multiverse looks like, which is exactly what it looked like at the end of Loki Season 2 when he was sitting on a chair holding the whole thing together. What If Season 3 would basically continue on with whatever story it has, but at the end of What If Season 3, the Time Variance Authority shows up yet again and they snatch up all these different Avengers and bring them back to TVA headquarters, which is where we see the collection of the Spider Society, including Spider-Gwen, as well as all the Avengers and the Multiverse Avengers team under the Watcher, as well as any other Avengers who have been gathered that we just simply didn't see being brought together by the TVA. This goes into Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 unfolds however Deadpool 3 unfolds. I don't know, it's coming out in a month, it's too late to change anything. I would ideally begin the process of introducing the Exiles. We already know that Deadpool's working with the TVA, and the Exiles are basically just a hodgepodge collection of superheroes from various universes all working together for a collective cause. But then we go into the Fantastic Four. And the Fantastic Four is really when things start to come together, because the Fantastic Four would be positioned as the team. Why? Because in Marvel Comics, the Fantastic Four were Marvel's answer to the Justice League of America from DC Comics, but they were also the first family. Literally, every superhero team in Marvel Comics looks to the Fantastic Four. Their word is beyond contestation. So when the Fantastic Four show up and they say, oh my god guys, we all need to come together in order to defeat this enemy, everybody joins up and nobody asks why. We keep that going with regards to the Marvel Cinematic Universe multiverse saga. We make the movie however it is that we end up making the movie. Ideally, I would say that the Fantastic Four takes place in an alternate universe if we want to do that. It makes it easy to explain why we've never heard of them before in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they basically go out and explore the multiverse for whatever reason that we decide makes sense. And along the way, we end up having the events of Loki which transpire when the multiverse snaps back and everything goes nuts, and they basically lose their way home. So the whole of the Fantastic Four movie is effectively the plot to Sliders, where they're just traveling around the multiverse trying to find their way back to their own universe. Along the way, they come across whole worlds that have just been razed, where all the superheroes on those worlds have just been systematically killed off. That world's Avengers or X-Men or Fantastic Four or all the above are all basically dead. And after discovering this across multiple worlds, the Fantastic Four slowly begin to figure out this is all being done by a group calling itself the Kang Dynasty. This is one of those cool elements because it keeps the Fantastic Four separate but allows them to tie in at the same time, because in essence, they're beginning to figure out what we as the audience already know. But the fact that they're able to piece it together on their own without any outside help shows how capable the Fantastic Four are as a team. The movie ends with the Fantastic Four actually being captured by the Kang Dynasty. Why? Because over the course of the movie, between Reed Richards' intelligence and Susan Storm's ingenuity and all that kind of stuff, they're the ones that actually begin to figure out what the grand plan of the Kang Dynasty is. And so capturing them allows the Kang Dynasty to take the Fantastic Four off the board, while at the same time keeping them alive. Now, some of you guys may ask, why don't they simply just kill them? Well, we can use whatever in-movie universe explanation we want to use, but the reality is that you and I will both know they're not killing them off because we want to bring them in later on into the future of the MCU. But here's the kicker. What ends up going on is we go into the Kang Dynasty film. And the Kang Dynasty basically gives us this great big huge exposition where it shows us what the Kang Dynasty has been doing this entire time, ever since we saw them in the post-credit scene at the end of Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. It shows us what their plan looks like. It shows us how it's supposed to unfold, what their actual goal is. And at the very end of the movie, however it is that film unfolds, that you end up having the Time Variance Authority who show up to rescue the Fantastic Four. But this is when we pull the rug out from everybody, because at the end of this movie, when the Fantastic Four are being rescued by the TVA in order to bring the team into what we consider to be the superheroes that'll be working against the Kang Dynasty, there's all these sounds of battle and conflict that are taking place out there, and we're largely just kind of left to assume that the Time Variance Authority are sending their agents in order to deal with the Kang Dynasty. And considering the fact that this is not going to be Secret Wars, that there's no reason to believe that the Kang Dynasty is going to be destroyed. So we largely just assume that the TVA is going to lose, or a lot of their members are going to be killed, but the Fantastic Four will make it out. That's not what's happening at all. This group of TVA agents that are rescuing the Fantastic Four are actually a very small contingent, and they've snuck in and snuck out, because all these sounds of battle and conflict that are taking place out there within the greater Kang Dynasty headquarters has nothing to do with the TVA. That's when you scale out and show us what's actually happening. That in some alternate reality, when the Kang Dynasty showed up and eradicated all the superheroes, that a Doctor Doom on that world survived. And Doctor Doom started to figure out what was going on. What's happening is that Doctor Doom is invading the Kang Dynasty headquarters with an army of Doombots, and he's slaughtering them all. And some of them are escaping, fleeing out into the multiverse, never to be seen or heard from again. And so the final shot of the Kang Dynasty movie is Doctor Doom standing over the corpse of Immortus, the guy who was leading all the Kangs, and saying, "It is Doom's time now. Let there be suffering and woe to all who stand in my way." Mic drop, Doctor Doom is the villain of Secret Wars. With that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to an end. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, and I will catch you all later. Peace.
This nigga owes me something, because did we not say that like 4 weeks ago
Yeah.
about the Doctor Doom shit? Did we all not agree, like, have him slaughter all the Kangs with the Doombots and shit?
Yep.
At least
I mean, it
we
just
know we
makes
on the same
sense.
page.
Yeah, it's because anybody who a fan can really kind of see that. First of all, when you heard like Secret Wars, anybody that read the comics, has read the comics before, would have immediately, the first thing you would have thought of was Doom.
Of course.
You don't think of Kang, you think of Doom. So it's like that was kind of like Marvel dropped the Disney and Marvel. It felt like kind of dropped the ball, because what are you doing a Secret Wars? It's like the universe said, no, y'all not. God said, y'all not doing no Doctor Doomless Secret Wars.
Yep.
And so now y'all got a second chance at giving us exactly what we want, and they gonna find some way not to do it. Universe told them.
I'm just saying.
No, that's exactly how you
like,
would fix it, though.
easily,
what he said is exactly how you would.
You can easily find somebody that looks like Jonathan Majors just to lay down on the ground, like act like he just got behind whooped, and have Doom stand over him. Like, you can get homeboy that played in what's that show? Fallout. He looked like Jonathan Majors, the black dude.
Yeah, he could just be a variant.
Yeah.
Just get another variant that doesn't have the same face.
Yep.
That look, the whole thing with the variants is it's supposed to be drastic differences. Like, you had the dude in the TVA that was helping the TVA, that version. Okay, yes, it was Jonathan Majors behind it, but like, let's surface level look at it for a second, right? He was dramatically different from Kang. The Kangs that we saw in that cave were dramatically different from each other. The other Kangs were dramatically different from Jonathan Majors, just like regular face. You could easily just have a sub-in or CGI it to where the last Kang is one that doesn't really have a face.
Especially, like, who says Kang gotta be a male? It could be a female. Look at Loki. All
Yeah,
those
they
different
love doing
variants.
that. Have female Kang.
Like
It could
Doom
be the
Doom.
Renslayer chick.
Yep.
You honestly, you could just repraise her role and say she ended up becoming a Kang. Like the Kang that we was used to die, and she ended up becoming a Kang, and she ended up being the leader, much as the last one was. And and that actually, ironically enough, that's kind of, it's not exactly comic book accurate, but there is a part in the comics where like Ramona Renslayer is like that boy, like
Oh yeah.
she's viewed or respected by the people and by the entities and by the things that respect Kang. They respect her on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like y'all, you could just have her be one, have her be a variant of Kang, and that's the last one that Doom is facing, is the Ramona Renslayer Kang. She was like the Queen Kang. They love doing changing roles too. So I will give you an example where you could change your roles the way y'all want. Y'all, we'll give it. Y'all,
They're not gonna have
listen.
him kill no girl though.
Marvel. We will send our check. I'm just saying. We'll send our services. How
They-
much our rates are.
You think they're gonna have Doom like standing over a woman's dead body though? That's going. I feel
No,
like
but
yeah,
we
they
all know
don't.
her to be a villain. We all know her to be evil. Nobody liked her from the Loki series. So it's like if you
Still
have
though,
her
but you gotta
up her.
realize everybody not hip to like, okay, this is how evil comics like now like Brandon they had like Sue Storm do it. It's like damn, you had Doctor Life juice out this.
Doctor Strange threw rocks on
Scarlet Witch.
what's her name? Scarlet Witch.
Well, at the same time, here's the thing: you don't have
She
to
could have
have him
won.
like really stand over her. It could be like one of those moments, like when you're looking in comics and they defeat a female, you just see her arms just like laying out like this, and then it pans over to Doom.
Yeah.
You could do that. Like
Yeah.
he just defeated her, not.
You ain't gotta show Doom slapping her. No. You ain't gotta do nothing like
But
that.
that's
I agree.
but that's the thing though. We wanna see like he said all that commotion in there, like from the Doom bots, Doom fighting Kangs. It's like, bro, you can't just have Ramona there fighting 50 Doom bots laying it. Like people want to see some type of Doctor.
Have it be where like she got a partner that's like King Kong's Kang. That little King
No,
Kong Kang we saw.
just
Have
have
a
it be
little
regular.
partner
I
be
feel
that.
like if anything, Jonathan Majors should be like, okay, they should just lie to that nigga, like, yo, you have to fight Doctor Doom in the scene,
Yep.
and he just knocks you out, and then at the end of the movie, you come back with a vengeance. Psych, nigga,
He
you
is
don't come back
young.
at all.
But that's the
Jonathan
thing. But
Majors
that's the
is
thing
young.
he's
He can possibly come back if he play his cards right. I would agree with Derek. I would have him come back for one scene to help them close it out, and the promise be, all right, if y'all bring Kang back because y'all don't know what else to do, y'all give me a second chance, and we'll
well,
just
they
close
can.
this
Bring him,
whole.
Did
be
they
like,
change?
yo,
But did they
be like,
change
bring
the?
my other Kang back as the Beyonder.
But here's the thing, though. Is the next big Marvel Avengers movie still called Kang Dynasty, or did they change
No, they changed it.
They
They took
changed
the
it?
name away.
it? Okay, so
Yeah,
at
it doesn't
one
have
point
a
What does it
title right
know?
now.
you can make
Nothing.
him, but that's the thing. You can make it an ending cutscene on one of these movies. Have him come back. It could be like a 3-minute scene. You see the Doombots like causing a rampage. You see the Kang fighting like it's like they pan out. It's shadows of people fighting. You could tell which one's the Doombot. And then you got Doom walking up over a bloodied or battered, beaten Jonathan Majors as Kang, and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And he stands over him. I am Doom, or I am Doctor Doom, or something.
Yeah, I
And
bet all those people who
I
persecuted
am
him would love to
Doom.
see that. I know
Facts.
all them people that sentence him to a guilty verdict. I know they'll love it.
yeah,
Let them get they
That
little.
I am Doom is definitely a hard ass line. Like that's definitely something you can end
Yeah.
on a cutscene or
yeah, and then
ending,
everybody be
whatever.
hyped, and then we don't need Doom for like a year or two. Just end it off like that, and then let's
Yeah.
start rolling in, and then you bring Doom in. Like we know what Doom just
Then make
did.
Kang versus Kang Dynasty. You make that Avengers movie probably going into what Rob was saying. You
Avengers
make
versus
that
the
into
X-Men.
Avengers versus X-Men. And what happens is the Fantastic Four get looped into this, and then at the end of it, you get Doctor Doom doing some more. Like the Fantastic Four, and this way, I'm gonna take y'all back to the comic for a second. D, you might remember this. Um, there was Annihilation, like the Annihilation Wave was happening at the same time that I believe Civil War was happening in the comic book. And there was this scene where I believe it was the lady who speaks all of the different languages. She's a mutant, but she works for Shield. Specifically, it was Sword, I believe. And her and the rest of the outer space forces were trying to fight this oncoming annihilation wave that was coming. And Nova was a part of it. And at one point they come down to Earth, right? And they say like, yo, we need y'all help, like y'all gotta get y'all, we need y'all to get ready for this, like what do y'all know what's going on right now? And they was like Tony Stark and Captain America and like all of the heroes on Earth was explaining to them that they had more important things to worry about because Civil War was going on. And Nova was like, no, y'all don't understand, this is bigger
Yep.
than anything that y'all are going through here on Earth. Like this force that's coming is enough to wipe out all of the planets in the universe. Y'all need to, we need y'all for this. And like Nova went off, if I remember correctly, Nova went off on like all of the Avengers. And it makes me think that maybe you could do an opportunity like this if they do bring Doom in the way that you just, you know, that you guys just described and that Rob was described, or that comics explain Rob was describing. Then you could just had a Fantastic Four play that role. Like they understood that Doom was coming. It doesn't even have to be something that we see. Like they're understanding that Doom was coming.
Yep.
Just that they know that Doom was coming. And then they come down in the middle of the X-Men and the Avengers fighting. And they like, yo, do y'all know what's going on right now? Like, do y'all understand the stakes of everything? The TVA could even be tied into that. And you have that lady who took charge, or
The
you
black
have
lady.
yeah, the black lady that took charge. You could have her be a part of one of the people or groups that comes back with the Fantastic Four. Mind you, if the X-Men is going to be this Monica Rambeau X-Men, like if that's the X-Men, like that the X-Men from that world is the X-Men that we would see in Avengers versus X-Men, then you could have like, they could have made contact with the TVA already, and they could be the one, like that black lady could be the one person who could actually like immediately get the X-Men side to stop fighting. You know, because she could be like, you remember me? If they met before, she could be like, yo, you remember me? Yeah, things got extremely worse. And then as the movie is ending, you see that because they was too busy fighting each other, Doom was able to do all of the things that Doom was able to do, and the movie ends on that. That's Avengers 4 or whatever Avengers number it is. And then boom, it lead perfectly into Secret Wars because he could have the excursions, everything start to come to a head, and we see a little bit of that at the end of that X-Men versus Avengers movie. And then you get you get the full extent of everything that's happening in that next movie. Kind of like what happened with the last two Infinity movies, because those was two parts. And it
Or
was like when
even
you got the snap, you was kind of left on what exactly did the snap do. And in the next Avengers movie
you see how the
gave
damage
you
it did.
the breakdown of
Yep.
how all of it was. Just do the same, run it back. Just run it back.
See,
This time with the X-Men, this time with the Fantastic Four. Thanos is replaced by Doom. Will they listen? I don't think so.
so literally,
It's
what you're saying is they need to follow the same formula, which I agree. Like
Yeah.
especially with all these cutscenes when, what was it, like it wasn't every movie, but it was some of them where you'll see Thanos. You don't see Thanos, but you hear him. Oh, I guess
Right.
I gotta handle this. Oh, da 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 da. Like you'll see like his hand. You'll see. You don't even see his face. You'll see him sitting on the throne or whatever or what have you. Like that.
And it can
That'd
have
be
so many
cold.
because Doom is so smart, it could reverberate, and that's what make Doom such the perfect villain for them to be using right now. Because Doom is smart. It's layers with him. He'll have forces on the ground, forces outer space, forces cosmically, universally, multiversally, whatever. It's Doom. Doom is like that. He like Batman. He like evil Batman. He gonna have everything covered. He can at
Yo,
least.
you know
He
what I
doesn't
hope?
always.
My bad. I was frozen. I know if y'all could. I didn't catch the last part of that. All I heard was Doom was Batman.
Yeah, like Doom, you could treat Doom like evil Batman in
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel, and he can like you. So you know how they got the Captain America movie that's coming out, the
Yep.
New World Order one.
Batman.
Like you could, it don't Doom don't have to
You don't have to show up.
have to himself show up. No, but it's Doom. So like he's smart. He could have influences that's to T's point, a cliffhanger with Doom's influence. Another cliffhanger in whatever other movie in like whatever movies they plan on doing in between these next two Avengers movies, just have him doing a little something that's going to end up either adding to the ending. So like if you have like take the New World Order movie, you take that. There's a he could have Doombots just there where like somebody discovers there's Doombots there, and we can start to through that learn a little bit better exactly what impact the Doombots is going to have when we see them in a larger scale. So now you taking two instances with the Doombots. The first one would be either the end of that Fantastic Four movie or whatever, where you got the Doombots taking down all of the Council of Kangs. And that's so we see them in like a war state, and we get a real feel of how they are in a war state. But then we get a more humanistic view of them in the New World Order movie, where they're because they have all of the intelligence, I believe at least they supposed to be as capable as Doom. They just not Doom.
Well,
So
here's the thing: when it comes to like throwing whatever movie at it for these ending cutscenes, especially with Doom, what they need to do is throw it on a movie that they think is not going to do so well, i.e., Thunderbolts. You throw it at the end of Thunderbolts, people would not be expecting that. People would be like, "Oh, y'all gotta go see this because that cutscene's crazy. That cutscene's crazy." People are not looking forward to the Thunderbolts. I'm gonna be honest. Like, do you hear really anything big?
No.
Oh, this person's gonna be in it. This person's gonna be in it. Nope. Steven Yeun already dropped out from playing. Who was he gonna play? Sentinel.
Century.
Century.
Like it's
But I mean, to that point too, though, like Comics Explained was saying, you gotta kind of build up on what you have right now. If they just jump the ship and go to Doom, it's like they already got so much going on. I feel like they could save Doom. Especially, I like the idea of Doom being from a different world. Because I mean, on Earth, all the villains that we've had on Earth so far have just been one and done. And it's like, what's gonna be the difference between this dude from Latveria? So if you have a world where he was the one that survived and everyone else has been killed off or something, like that gives him an extra push to be somebody that's like, okay, like I need to start monitoring everything that's going on in this damn universe. Like I need to start having Doombots here. I need to start having, access to this technology, access to doing all of this and that. So I feel like, especially with how Doom operates, I feel like he don't even fit with how the MCU world is. Like everything just so fucking Tony Stark related and bubbly and goofy that like you have to bring him. He's like a whole different vibe. So you're like, oh, this is a whole different type of entity.
It's almost
than we
like a
have.
horror. Yeah, it's almost like like that's the
exactly.
thing. That's where they dropped the ball with, to me at least. That's where they dropped the ball with the Doctor Strange movie and the Spider-Man movie.
Yep.
Because it's like both of these movies, you just needed to make it darker. Like you needed to pull. That's the only thing about those movies that I think could have made it better. Just pull that darkness out and do that with Doom. It'd be perfect. D, I think the mic cutting out. What you saying?
No, I didn't say anything. It was just my video was lagging.
Okay. Yeah, that.
Yeah, so I'm watching it now. I'm like, damn, why my shit look like that?
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know. I wanted to make sure we got your point. But I agree with you 100%. I think Doom should 1000% be the shift from the Tony Stark happy world
Yep.
to the dark world that can't happen in the comics. It's so perfect It's so perfect. I just don't know if, because that's the thing. It's this Disney stamp on everything. It's
No, but
just
listen to
making
this
it
though.
shitty.
Y'all know, have y'all read that comic with Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange?
No.
I believe it was Conflict and Turmoil or something. It was like Doctor Doom wants his mother, like Mephisto or whatever the nigga name is, has
Mephisto.
Doom's mother's soul because she sold her soul to the devil because she was a gypsy, and that's why Doctor Doom is like a sorcerer. So in that comic, they're having like a vote to be who's going to be Sorcerer Supreme, and like Doctor Strange is there, all these other sorcerers are there. Then Doom shows up, and everybody's like,
Who are you?
what the fuck is he doing here? But he's on their level, and if not better. So Doctor Strange, like, there's all these tests going on, and Doctor Strange is like doing all these moves, and Doom is like, how is he doing this? Like, and his suit is like copying everything Doctor Strange is doing, like to a T. So then I feel like how you said, Nia, with that Iron Man happy-go-lucky shit, you bring in somebody like this who can do exactly what Doctor Strange can do. But the thing is, Doom is never like, his intentions aren't evil; they're good intentions. It's just how he goes about it. You bring that vibe into the MCU, like you said, that horror. So it's like you have this other nigga from a different planet doing things that aren't morally right according to us or according to anybody, and it's just like a whole different thing. And that's somebody you can't like. I wouldn't want to see too much Doom because I feel like at a certain point somebody gonna try to be like, oh, let's have Doom do this or let's have him change it. Like I feel like he should always be operating in the shadows until like a big movie or something.
Yeah.
But like in that comic, he's using Doctor Strange to help get his mother's soul back, and he's like the sorcerer. Well, Doctor Strange ends up being a sorcerer supreme, but Doom in that comic it's literally stated like they're both neck and neck, even though he didn't win title sorcerer supreme. So it's like you have him come in and showing up all these sorcerers, showing up all these scientists. It's like, bro, y'all really have something special with Doctor. Just off this one character, you can just change the whole tone
The whole
of these movies.
everything. That's why Doom was used in the comic books to be the dude who could like reset the universes and like they had at the time when they was doing Secret Wars, they had this extremely well, they technically had two extremely popular characters. They had Kamala Khan that was kind of popping out. That was the later one. And then the one before that was Miles Morales. And they was trying to figure out I don't think that I think Kamala Khan might have been from 616 because that's when you and the what are they called? The Black Bolt is a part of them.
Thunderbolts.
Human.
Oh,
The
the Inhumans.
The Inhumans. They was trying to kind of rebuff this whole thing with the Inhumans because they thought, well, let's replace the X-Men, and it ridiculously failed. It was terrible.
Backfired.
It was absolutely terrible. Um but that's you get Kamala Khan out of that and she ended up being really popular, and then you also got Miles Morales, and they were trying to figure out, well, how can we bring them to like the 616 universe, and that's where you kind of get like you get Jonathan Hickman coming in because he's the guy you get to figure that stuff out, and he does Secret Wars and the incursions, and it's like if Jonathan Hickman tells you, yo, y'all got to do a reboot, you get Doctor Doom. It's universal. I'm sorry, but if Jonathan Hickman say that's what you need to do for the comic book, y'all might need to like take a step back and realize maybe we need to do the same thing with the MCU. And because Doom is that character, he's the character that can get that type of stuff done for you. He can change the tone of the series. He can introduce a new form of threat. He can be a terrible force of just nature where it's like, oh, this dude is crazy, and you not only can you do it in a way where it can, because I've seen it done in animation in the comic books. It's only in the MCU I haven't seen it where you can use Doom where he keeps his darkness, but if you wanted to use him as a backdrop in a lighter movie that you kind of gearing towards the kids, you have examples of this. Like they got animated stuff. They got Lego movies with just like with this guy still being true to the character, but they making it to where it can be lighthearted for the kids, and you don't have to change the character to do it. I want to give Doom a big role in a movie like that. Like if you did Spider-Man, I want to give if you wanted to illuminate on Doom and the threat that he is at the MCU, or you trying to get people kind of prepared for a movie involving him, you could have a cameo with a Spider-Man. I wouldn't have him be the feature villain for Spider-Man, no, but you could have him be a cameo to show, you know, his force, and it could still be a PG-13 kid movie if he a cameo, and it
Okay.
don't have to be real
So
dark and crazy.
what if they let okay, let's say they do the whole pull the wool over our eyes, because I remember in some comics, Doom was sort of like the good guy in some form or fashion, and then he like flipped, or he's like ha ha ha, I was messing with y'all, but
Yeah,
now
it
I am the villain.
depends.
They can so you know how Spider Man had Tony Stark, this Spider Man, helping him out different gadgets. What if Doom steps in for that moment to do that? So that he has Spider-Man on his side when he gets ready to start doing some shady stuff to start showing his true villainy. And now Spider-Man's like, yo, but he helped me with this. He helped me take out this person and that person, da 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 da. Until he has that moment where he really betrays Spider-Man.
Have him give him the black suit. Have Doom be the one to give him the black suit.
Like Doom
You can still make a PG-13
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie
Yeah.
and have Doom be the one to give him the black suit. Doom could be so ahead of everybody else that this symbiote that was left when we saw that little cliffhanger, Doom already got it.
Oh yeah.
And he just playing his hands out. And then you got this moment in
Wait,
the
I thought they
Avengers.
already got that though.
No, they did. It was still in Mexico. It was still in Mexico.
Yeah. Nobody picked that up.
Yeah, I'm saying. But I'm saying it's not in what was that joint in that Venom trailer though?
That wasn't it.
It wasn't?
No.
Remember a splice?
Because he's at that bar.
But remember,
But I'm saying it was the same dude at that bar.
now if they do that to redact their like that setup, that would be stupid. Because
Watch if you watch the trailer, he's at the same bar with the dude, like it's the exact same bar, and he's the one like
Sony
covering up and getting it.
up, bro. Sony got a set.
Bro,
Spider-Man.
I'm telling you,
They just
bro.
be messing
that
stuff
will mess
up,
everything
bro.
up. Because he's
Like
supposed
King
to
On,
be getting
nah.
that
Bro.
soon. Bro, if they really
Bro,
gonna
I'm
do that,
telling you.
because but my thing is, maybe another piece of him fell off when he came back. Like it's possible that same bar in the universe
They better
that
not have
Spider-Man
went back
is,
to that.
that it could still be a piece there, but he could have dropped another piece while he was still drunk when he came back. It's possible.
Bro, why
It's
are
not-
they
but the
going
thing
back
is,
to
it's
the
like-
bar?
But it's not that he dropped the piece. It's the fact that Venom wanted a piece of him in that universe because they do have a hive mind. So that's one thing we got to keep in mind. But Sony is like, okay, this is Spider-Man's first movie with a homemade actual Spider-Man suit. We can't just give him the black suit right now. So granted, they could be a piece or they're somewhere down the line. But I'm telling you, that Venom trailer, bro, that
It looked
that
like he
Venom that he
double
left
bagged,
at the
yeah.
bar, it looked like it was like not in the MCU because that's Ejiofor's character isn't Mordo. It's like some what's that?
Oh, it's some
What was that nigga name in the
Sony-
Hulk? Yeah, what was that dude name in the Hulk that turned into Abomination?
General Ross.
I feel like that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raw. I feel like that's what Ejiofor's character is in this Venom movie. Like one of them war hero type niggas that's gonna be hunting down Venom. But he was definitely not in the MCU, bro. Because when I saw it, I was like, so what was the whole point of having Tom Hardy for those two?
Yeah, they just wasted it. They just wasted.
Mm-hmm.
They had an opportunity. Like this gonna be the last movie, as far as I know, with Tom Hardy. So you come into a close with that, and you got this perfect opportunity with that cliffhanger to keep Venom alive in a different sense or state, and they just gonna ruin it. Like I don't get it. Like I just don't understand why Sony got to do that. But that would have been a perfect opportunity. You could have had a cliffhanger. Yo, Sony could be like Sony could be smart. They could say to Marvel, "Hey, yo, bruh, we gonna keep that little Venom in your world, and we gonna let y'all manipulate that little Venom however y'all want, but we need y'all to help us with the next X amount of movies." They could do that.
Mm-hmm.
They could do that. They could do that, and yet they waste they just I don't get it. Like Sony's so dumb. They so confident that they could do these movies on their own because the animated movies did well, that they just not they playing their hand dumb. It's like they putting their best cards down immediately, and they need to be trying to figure out how can they stretch it if they going to keep the Spider Verse, and because that would be a perfect opportunity. Imagine if Sony went to Disney and was like, "Yo, have Doom pick up that other Venom, have him put it in a jar as a cliffhanger to one of our movies, and y'all use that for all that y'all doing."
But you don't feel like having Doom pick up Venom would be like too small for him? Because it's like that's just Spider-Man related.
He just gonna give it to Spider-Man. He just gonna give it to
But I feel like at that
Spider-Man.
point, I feel like Venom got to be the one to find Spider-Man, not just having Doom to control it. Because start going that route, then it's gonna be
Doom's
like
so smart. I
having
could see Doom in the next Spider-Man movie, bro. And he the only one that figured out that like he the only one that get past the idea, understanding that like Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Like I could Doom is
nah,
smart.
bro.
Doom is that bro. But think like you said, he is sorcerer on the level of Doctor Strange, which is something you could start to showcase in that. Then you have
Yeah,
Spider-Man
but
getting this false hope.
his smarts go beyond that though. His intellect is beyond figuring out Peter Parker is Spider-Man because it's like what
Absolutely,
use
but it's
Peter
just
Parker.
showing the manipulation.
Yeah, but it's
Now
like
you got the manipulated Doom.
I show manipulation, but it's like Spider-Man is too minuscule of a character for him to really be worrying about. You talking about somebody in the comics that has gone to war with Celestials, but listen, hear me out. Gone to wars with Celestials, the Beyonder, who has literally killed Thanos. It's like I understand what you're saying, but having him be the one to get Spider-Man Venom, it's like now it leads to another point of having it seem like Spider-Man has another mentor or somebody there because it's like, yeah, Spider-Man and Doctor Doom have crossed paths in the comics, everything like that, but Doctor Doom is too big to be meddling around with anything Spider-Man got going on.
Well, that's why I like.
That's how I feel
Well,
about it.
well, my
I
thing
get
is that's
that.
why I suggested where you have him not be a main benefactor in that movie, but be like, hey, I got like Spider Man. I love your work and everything that you're doing. Is there something I could do to help? I got this tech that you can utilize that will help you, but in a sense where he's not being Tony Stark, he's pulling the wool over Spider-Man's eyes to get in closer with the Avengers and the rest of the superheroes, and then start his grand scheme like that's where that can work, where you can throw him in there to have
That
a moment.
I was gonna say that does work since Spider-Man is gonna be somebody that doesn't have. Well, Peter Parker isn't gonna have anybody, and having Doom be like, okay, I know who you are, but at the end, it's still gonna not go well because it's like, even if he does start using Doom tech, it's like, damn, now you taking away the ingenuity or the ingenuity that Peter Parker has on
It's
his own. And
supposed
I
to
feel like
have,
stumbling
yeah.
across that symbiote is something that he figures out on his own. Like, okay, like you don't want the symbiote to be something where like, oh, Doom gave it to me, so now it's bad. Boom, boom, boom. You want it to be like, oh, this is changing me,
For
and
who
now
I
I'm figuring
am.
out, yeah, like especially with this point in his life, that's what I feel like Spider-Man should have the suit after a while.
Oh,
But
you got a good
I
point.
don't know. I see what y'all saying, but I just don't want it to be another situation where we got
It take
somebody
away
coming in
from
and then
Spider-Man
Yeah.
too.
yeah, because you don't want it to be like the Tony Stark situation where we done created so many villains and heroes based off of Tony Stark. We got Mysterio, we got Vulture, we got all these people that's coming in because of Tony Stark. It's like it gotta some of it gotta be original going forward.
A little bit give and take. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. But the going back to the like just Doom in general, all of this is kind of spinning from the pot. Like that's the level of capability though that Doom has. He can be a master manipulator for an entire world, and I just feel like that would be one of the better things that they could try to draw on. And at the same time, it's almost like T, how you were saying, okay, well, don't
Mm-hmm.
go from the method that worked with like don't stray away too much from the method that worked with Thanos, but give it to us in a new way with Doom. Like you could have Doom littered throughout the movies as either end scenes or whatever, because he genuinely is just a master manipulator. He's smart. If the humans haven't had like imagine if Doom could get access to the multiverse before the Fantastic Four could get in touch with the heroes that we met. And Doom can somehow get in touch with the heroes but and influence the heroes before they Fantastic Four have a chance of even meeting them. It's like when you consider Doom like just the possibilities with Doom, he could very well be the catalyst for an Avengers versus X-Men. He could be the catalyst for the incursions going further. It's so many elements and levels that you could take it with Doom, and it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be weird for his character. Because like you said, he be in the shadows and he manipulate things. And then when he
But
get
you
to the
gotta
finale,
realize,
he boom.
but like even they, I know it's they draw inspiration from the comics, but even in the comics, Doom cares about, like he says it multiple times, like I care about my people. So the only thing is, like they see, like the heroes see like a villain, or people say, oh, he's a tyrant, but the people of Latveria see Doom as like a god in a sense because they don't want for anything. Like everything for them is provided. And then in one comic, they someone was trying to say, Doom, you can have this, and he was like, you're talking to someone who once became a god. I remember one part. It was like God King Doom. He said, I became a god and I found that beneath me. I didn't even want to do it anymore because being a god was something that I found beneath myself. And they're like, damn, like we can't bribe this nigga. Like you said, a master manipulator. But it's like it gets to the point where it's like, with it being in the MCU, they gonna find a way to start, watering that nigga down or something.
And I really agree with you though that I don't want to see them. I really don't want that. He's such a villain. It's like to be a buck with you. That's why like with the X-Men stuff, with X-Men 97 going so well, I'm kind of afraid of them bringing in a character like William Stryker, because you can't water down William Stryker.
Yeah.
He ruthless. He is consistently ruthless. It doesn't stop. He doesn't let up from being ruthless towards the X-Men. And if they were to bring in William Stryker and water him down to where like at the end of the movie he realizes that the mutants are right or something like that, that would just be like that. You see how you laugh? Because it's like that's worth laughing at. Like, the character of William Stryker. That just don't that's not him. So I really hope, like, it worries me like that with Doom. Like, if they were to bring Doom in, please don't like, he just not that type of guy. He not the character that you could talk no jutsu to. He not the type of character you could like he just not that guy. You gotta like understand this dude is evil to the they even did it with Red Hood. To your point, D, they or not Red Hood, Red Skull. They even did it.
Yeah.
What is Red Skull doing providing people possible redemption? No, go lead your Nazi army somewhere. That's who you are. It's part and parcel to your character. I hope they don't. But you're right. It's with the MCU, you kind of got to hold your tongue out that could possibly happen. Like you if you don't accept that reality, oh, don't even bring Doom in if you going to water him down, man. That's just, they watered Thanos down a little bit, but like it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Are we forgetting what they did to Hulk?
Hawk is whoo.
Man,
Yeah.
they babied Hulk at this point.
Yeah, it's not even Hawk anymore.
It's Huck.
It's not. It's literally not.
He's not Hulk.
It's
no more,
Huck.
It's Huck.
It's Mark Ruffalo. That's
It's
what
Mark
it is.
Ruffalo. It is. He's right. It's Mark Ruffalo. It's not the Hawk anymore. It's Mark Ruffalo. It's giant green.
Yo,
Mark Ruffalo.
I had this crazy idea though the other day, like thought about it. You know how Deadpool is like, going through these different multiverses. If there was one Hulk to bring back, in all seriousness, I would have the 2003 Hulk coming to the MCU.
Yeah,
They never
I'm talking
had
about the
Hawk.
nigga that grows, the one that grows and fight pit bulls. That one.
You
Yeah.
talking about,
They never did a Hawk
what's
versus.
his name?
We've never seen that, right? Live action. I'm sorry, T.
No, we only had because Edward Norton's Hulk was considered MCU, and that was the time where it was like, oh, he's actually like dangerous, because like that Hulk was like, he was dangerous, but he wasn't on the level of Eric Bana's Hulk running through the desert at 100 miles an hour
Yeah.
and biting missiles. Like that's
Right.
what the MCU need. Because
Do you
I feel
think
like
that
when
he
you say
might pop up in Deadpool?
Possible.
I was saying like, because they say there's gonna be a lot of surprises. Like nobody thought of Sabretooth popping up. So imagine they actually bring up 2003 Hulk and leave him in the MCU or something. So I feel like, and you put it this way. Now granted, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk was, on World War Hulk, but he wasn't really doing nothing. Like
No,
World War
that was
Hulk is
not
supposed to
World
be
War
an
Hulk.
event. That's supposed to be an event within itself.
Yeah.
Like in all honesty, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk should still be on that planet. Thor could have left him there and had him at Ragnarok and brought him back there because he should not be on Earth right now. He should be building up that anger because we have not seen him angry enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they bring in Eric Bana's Hulk, give him a movie, or I don't know what's going on, but that's
Throw
if
him
they
in
did it, though.
Deadpool. Throw him in Deadpool for the fight against. You got to remember, I think Wolverine was introduced. The character of Wolverine was introduced in the MCU versus Hulk.
Yeah, in the comics, that was Wolverine's first appearance.
First
believe.
appearance. This the MCU's first Wolverine appearance. It's very fitting to have Wolverine versus the Hulk. And this, it's kind of like symbolic in the MCU. First time seeing Wolverine. Give us the classic Wolverine. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be a long fight. But give us the classic Hulk versus, and like to D's point, it could be the Eric Bana Hulk. You could have that version of the Hulk. Since we are doing all of these variants and whatnot, fighting off against classic Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Something we never got a chance to see.
Yeah, that'll work.
Then you could possibly have that Hulk breaking through the universe or something. Yeah, because I agree. We need a Hulk. We need a Hulk. We don't need a Mark Ruffalo. We need a Hulk. I was watching another movie with he's so Mark Ruffalo. I was watching another movie with Mark Ruffalo and was waiting for him to turn into the Hulk, bro. It had nothing to do with comic books. The movie had nothing to do with comic books. And I'm like, you ain't going to go
We have to understand. We don't have any. There is no force in Marvel. Yes, Age of Ultron was Hulk was getting angry, but it was like, that still wasn't angry enough.
Like,
in my opinion, you wasn't mad enough, Hulk.
My thing is, Hulk has the ability to literally blow up worlds with a sneeze if he gets angry enough, and it's like they're not letting him do that. They are not letting this man do that.
Man, what's the next topic before I get heated about my phone?
Yeah.
So the next topic we're gonna be talking about the season finale, Kaiju number 8, and especially Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Apparently, that last episode did drop, because group chat with my friends, they were talking about that one on watched it, and they said the art was beautiful, which Demon Slayer, the art is always beautiful. It's just that when we get to that crappy ending, that's when I'm gonna be pissed off. Everything leading up to
so
that
Demon Slayer dropped?
Yeah, the last episode of this season of this arc.
But it's the training arc.
Wait.
I don't.
When did the season of Demon Slayer start?
It started several weeks ago.
Yeah.
Bro, this whole time I thought we were talking about
arc.
It's the training arc.
Yeah, but I
never
thought
really talked about it.
bro, I was like, oh, they're gonna release the movie soon, and I heard nobody saying it. I guess I understand why. There's not much going on.
It really is.
But I didn't know the whole season started.
It's some fight scenes in there that's cool. Like you get Blicky breathing, homeboy with the gun, and homeboy that got the ability to either he can bite a demon and take his abilities in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I forgot homeboy name.
That's the nigga with the gun.
Yep, Blicky breathing. Blicky breathing. First form. Here it is. Ciao. But I don't know.
I gotta watch it? Can I wait to the movies?
If you already read it, there's no point.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't need to watch the training arc.
I didn't watch the training arc. I knew what was going to happen. It's a couple fights, but it wasn't nothing memorable. It's pretty, just like the art style for Demon Slayer always holds. That's why I've come to the conclusion, I've been always fighting with my friends on this one. They always said Demon Slayer's mid, it's mid, it's mid, it's mid, it's mid. It's the art style that's only holding it. I kept fighting it. No, it's a great story, da 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 da. I went ahead, read the rest of the manga, and I understand what they were talking about. The art style is amazing, and that's what holds it together.
Yeah,
Because once you
it's the
get to
glue.
that end of that series, the last 5 chapters is straight trash. Fan
Yeah,
service and rush. That's all it is. Rushing with added fan service. That's all it is.
yeah.
But don't get me wrong. This season, art amazing. I watched a couple episodes, so I know the art is amazing. They did a great job with the animation. Story is what it is. I love I love how it leads up to the infinite was it the infinite mansion? I forgot what
Yeah.
Muzan's mansion. But when it leads into that, those fights is gonna be crazy. I strongly hope
We
that
just
those
not there yet.
we're not
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's just like a slow burn leading up to it. Like many people are going to love it. They're going to love it. Art, everything, beautiful. Even the ending, which is very sad. It's very, very, very sad for that last moment.
Yeah.
Because I know where it leads off at. That last moment, it's very utterly emotional and sad. But it gets a 5.5 out of 10 for me. That's how I feel. I didn't fully watch it through, but I knew what was happening. I know art style is gonna be amazing, but it's just a training arc. It's just a filler. It's a filler episode to me, honestly.
They not listen. It's too many anime that's come out that's had some top tier animation that
Kaiju,
I'm not about to watch this just because the art is fire.
kaiju.
I know that they like. I know that Demon Slayer is like the top of the top when it comes to the art quality. Like they set a standard. They like Apple right now with that. Like they set a standard, and it's still one of those things where it's like anytime that you watch it, you like it's like you get reintroduced to the fact of how good it is. I get that, but that is not going to be enough. That is not enough. If y'all ain't seen Undead Unluck, go watch Undead Unluck.
Gas.
It's so many other things you could be watching
Yes.
than the training art. Go watch D you had brought up the other day. If y'all haven't watched like Chainsaw Man, go watch maybe a Chainsaw Man. It's plenty of
Fire
anime
Force.
that people haven't fire it's plenty of anime that people have not seen
Or even
that they could get engaged in. Dragon new stuff that came out this season. Dragon Raha.
Just read the manga. Go read a manga. Read a book. If you like, there's other things you could be doing besides watching this training arc. Just read through the training arc and get to the end, and then just be sad just like me when you get to the ending of Demon Slayer. That's how it is.
I'm not gonna lie, just for the artwork that I've just seen Demon Slayer, I'm about to. I have to. I'm sorry.
I get it. I understand.
Yo.
Like for some people, it's like when we first, because you gotta understand that the first arcs, like up until Rengoku,
Don't talk about my
Up-
guy. Like, man,
up
don't
until
bring
like
him up.
not up until everything with Rengoku, and then like right there, and then I'll even give you honestly, a lot of people probably would disagree with me, but that Red Light District art,
Oh,
I'll even give you that.
Gyutaro.
that was cold.
I'll even give you that. That was a
art's
cold ass art.
Oh,
I'll even give you that. But once you, if any, for anybody who's read it, that was kind of like the pivot. All of that stuff was kind of like the story is storying, and then after that, so for the people who know that, who's read it and know that, we don't really gotta keep like I don't need to keep reliving something that I know is not like very strong story wise. I just watch the ending and I could be cool with that.
man, let's just move off from that mid Slayer.
Demon Slayer. What was the other thing you said?
Kaiju number 8,
Kaiju
I ain't
number
watched
man,
it. I
it's
ain't even watched it.
bruh.
fire.
I didn't even watch the last episode just because I know
Gas.
what happened. It's son, that last fight between him and old dude was like was crazy.
It's
man.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Bro, and to think that's one of the bro, just think about this for a second. That fight is crazy. Crazy. And it really is probably one of the lower ranked fights.
Yep.
For duration wise, and like it was just duration wise alone. It was a quick fight. It wasn't anything that was prolonged. It didn't have any like OD stakes behind it or anything like that. and just seeing how well that was done,
bruh.
and it's not even one of the like, bro.
No,
I'm so amped for season 2. I hope they don't take long.
but here's the thing, though. My thing is, and that, like you said, that wasn't even the best fight of season 1.
No, that wasn't the best fight of season 1.
Captain. The vice captain fight was the best fight. And I'm gonna say this. Even when we get to where we are in the manga, which I'm kind of pissed off we didn't get a new chapter this week. Looks like we gotta wait another week for that. I don't know who's writing. Is he sick? Do we got any words? This man sick?
Is he sick too?
Is he sick too?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. This man been consistent. I literally burned through 70 chapters to catch up to where we are. Don't do me dirty like that, making me wait 2 weeks.
It's because it's all going anime wise now. They always, whenever an anime is ending, they either take a long time because they want something to line up in the manga with the anime, or the perfect example of that is My Hero Academia, and that kind of pisses me off in hindsight to think about. But My Hero Academia did that for the last the last 2 anime seasons. They line it up. Like if you notice, the endings line up with another point in the story in the manga. So either they do that and they take a break. Jujutsu Kaisen happened. Remember when Gojo they lined up Gojo fighting Gojo's, spoiler alert, I guess, Gojo's fight later in the manga. It's not a spoiler if I put it like that. Gojo's fight later in the manga, they had line up to when Gojo went into the box. Like they had to check. So either they do it for that, or if they don't do it for those reasons, it's because they were really trying to focus. Like there's a director for anime, and usually the director kind of can just have free reign because any input that the author is gonna give, they would have given it through the manga, right?
Yep.
But if it's something that the author is like, no, I need this to hit a certain way. Like Oda does that a lot with One Piece. He might take a week off, or it might be a break somewhere in the manga because he really went and focused. Like he worked with the director to get the episode exactly the way that he wanted it. So that could have very well. I'm thinking that one makes more sense for Kaiju number 8, and that might honestly be why we haven't gotten a chapter.
But because I remember at the end of the season, where it leaves off at, he does say, like, pretty much, I want to be by your side. Or she says, I'll be waiting for you to catch up and be by my side. And where we left off at, they're pretty much by each other's side.
Yeah.
So I can see that. Okay, reasonable. But I don't care what anyone says. The Vice Captain's the best character. He has the best fight throughout that whole manga, anime.
That's my boy.
Bruh, son. Yo, especially when he
That's
like,
my
yo,
boy.
I'm just going to let you do you so I don't die. Man, Kaiju number 9?
9, yep.
No. 9 is the one that they're fighting. 10.
Oh, you talking about that he was, yeah.
When he,
Fam.
bro, I need that animated today. Right?
Bro.
His fight, I don't care. His fight was the best fight out of all the captains, the vice captains. I don't care because most of those other fights was like side stories and everything. No, his was straight hands. I just want hands. Show the hands, like, bruh. The fact
you talking about the one from episode 6?
When he fought Kaiju number 10 in the red suit. The vice captain that fought him in the red suit. That was all straight.
The Soshiro nigga?
Yeah, that he can't use guns. He's good at using.
I had to look it up. I gotta make sure which one. I know which one you're talking about.
I'm gonna tell you now. You gotta just go ahead and read it. After this, just go ahead and read the rest of it, cause it gets it gets straight to the point. Like it, like where it's at. Now, what would you say? I give it about 10 chapters and it's over, and then an epilogue.
Oh man, I
say about 10.
Yo, that's a good question. Does it end? Did the author say? Everybody's saying that, but did the author say that this ends here?
They didn't. But I'm just saying the way it's set off. Like,
have we, bro? It could be I don't understand why people think that it's ending.
But
I'm kind of confused on that.
But here's the thing: everything lines up perfectly. He joins. He gets revealed. They go through the whole thing where he's trying to prove himself at this point, and now he is by his best friend's side. That's literally, this is the
Somebody
cherry
could
on the
die.
top. Yes, understandable. Yes, somebody could.
They gotta keep going. What if number like 11 come?
A number 11. Okay, here's the thing. 9 was making these other. No, actually, 11 did come. Remember, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 10 was
When did
fighting
they
11.
come?
9 made them. That's what 10 told. Remember, when before 10 became armor, the vice captain, they said the vice captain wants Kaiju number 10
Oh,
wants
I
to
think I
talk
know
to
what
you.
you're talking
And
about.
he
Yeah.
explained that 9 made me, and then later when he was made in the armor, which he was still self-aware of him being in the armor working along with the vice captain, he's pretty much Kaiju number 9 made 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to pretty much counteract their abilities, because remember who he forms with his memories. I'm not trying to spoil too much for D, but you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
So when
Well, but what's stopping him for real from going to like 20?
You can spoil it. I don't care.
But they're fighting
Like-
9 now. They're fighting.
I mean, like, but like, what's good? But like 9 could, like, it could be another one that pop up,
I don't.
and
see
they
them
always
going any
seem to
further.
get stronger.
I don't see them.
I
Unless they can
don't.
do a
This is one of
side
them
story.
shows. I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end either. But I'm just
I don't
saying,
want it to end.
yo.
It's too short. It's the only complaint I got for this series is it's too short. I'm serious. That's the only complaint.
thing. Okay,
like, this is
we're
the
at what?
first time I've been like, yo, you can't end on this note.
We are on.
I'm gonna
chapter-
need something else.
Hold on. We are on. Oh snap! Chris Paul signed with the Spurs. Well,
Wemby gonna get pissed off. Wemby not gonna like him.
No,
he signed.
no.
He signed a 1 year deal
That's
for 11 million.
exactly who Wemby needs.
Yeah.
He could use him. He could use him for sure. But Wemby
I
ain't
thought it was
gonna
gonna
like
be Trae
him.
Young.
Chris Paul is too hard to get along. It's too many people have said by now that Chris Paul is too hard to get along with. Honestly, I think Chris Paul need to retire. Cause like, if everybody hates you, players, coaches, referees, you like, nobody vibe with you at all. You need to go fix that. And at season 18 of his career, he ain't changing nothing. He, even without a ring, Chris Paul arguably
Bruh.
could he do? Has he done enough to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
He really is a
He
hell
has.
of a fucking point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He a hell
that's
of a
what I said,
point.
bro. Because Wemby, I feel like with that Spurs system and how Chris Paul plays, like Wemby is going to be able to unlock his spots, like where he needs to be, where he should be. Granted, he can stretch the floor and all that, but like as a big, and with Chris Paul there, Chris Paul gonna be like, yo, like,
Yeah, but you see
just
how
gonna be able to-
oversized.
yeah, I mean, he gonna be able to learn from like the point general of all point general.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't disagree with you that it would be great for him to have somebody like Chris Paul around him. But like, basketball team sport, right? And it's becoming so oversized at every position. They got ones that's switching, and they like 6'5", bro. Like, it's insane. That's why the whole thing with Bronny, I'm like, bro, Bronny gotta be. It's I kind of feel bad for Bronny because it's like, bro, you gotta play so much more powerful to your position because you now like undersized at the position. He gonna have to make that up in intelligence and power. He only like 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
But speaking of Bronny, when they're on the court, can he call LeBron or call him Dad?
I mean, I'm Bronny you up. If I'm Bronny you up. Yo, Bron.
You know for a fact he gonna say that. Bron, go baseline.
Come on, what? Oh nah, I'm Bronning him up. If I'm Bronny, that's no. We're father and son, yes, but on this court we are teammates. Your name is Bron. Bron, come out there. Nah, I'm King James, bitch.
I got one for you. Hold on. Y'all, this has to be shown right now.
Where Clay going, man?
He's going to the Mavs. All right. So this is when
Ooh.
LeBron.
Ooh, you said that so casually, but like, ooh. Ooh,
That would be crazy.
if he could get his mojo back, that's not bad at all. You said that so casually.
I have my reasons because their head
That
coach
wouldn't be
is
bad at.
their head coach is my favorite player of all time. So I'm just saying, have Clay go there. I'll be okay. I like Golden State.
People, a
I'm
lot of
Curry
people
fan.
saying, a lot of people saying Mavericks or the Lakers.
If he goes to the Lakers, I
Go to
won't be
the
mad neither because
Mavs.
that
Go to
mean,
the
bruh, then they
Mavs.
have Connect that they picked up. He's a shooter. Austin Reeves a shooter, and you bring Clay in, like, bruh, you good.
The Lakers need so much help.
But yo, check
The Lakers need so much help.
check this one out.
Dang.
Yo, y'all ready?
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you to the Lakers organization for taking a chance on me. It means the world to me. But I'm here to work. I got a chip on my shoulder and I got
He here to work. He here to work. You heard that, D-Lo? So, D-Lo, this is what we going to do for the first 10 games. Bonnie going to start. And when we going to... No, what you mean? What?
I'm gonna take his spot. Let me earn
No,
it.
he cool with it. He cool with it. D-Lo, we done already talked about it. What?
Let me earn my spot on the court. They're not gonna take me seriously.
No, you earned your spot. What you mean?
No,
You earned your spot.
I ain't hooped yet.
Man, I seen you hoop every day.
No, I'm not starting. Let me work. Let me work.
You
to get
starting.
there. I'm not starting.
You starting. I'm not going back and forth with you. All right, I brought you into this world. You starting. Now get back to your damn moment. JJ, what is he talking about?
I don't know.
He's starting because I'm trying to make that D where he pick again with my son. He's starting. He's starting. I show you. Oh, by the way, JJ, I haven't gotten to talk to you yet.
But what?
Since that.
Yeah, what?
On Twitter.
Oh, no, LeBron. You know I would never say that. I just want to say how great you are hiring me as head coach, though. I appreciate you.
I ain't hired you in no head coach. What you talking about?
Yeah.
That was wrong.
No, after that podcast, you said you're going to hire me as
No,
head
that was
coach.
wrong. That was wrong.
Oh.
JJ, that was wrong.
That was wrong. That was wrong.
That was wrong.
I-
That was wrong.
It was wrong.
So I guess I am starting now. Sorry, D-Lo. But treat me no different.
Treat him no different.
Same for you, Dad. Treat me no different.
Of course not, son.
Yell at me like you yell at them.
I'm not yelling at nobody. What are you talking about, son?
Yes, you do. And also, I know you're my father, and I love and appreciate everything that you did. But in this locker room and on the court, I'm calling you LeBron.
No, you're not.
I'm calling you LeBron.
No, you're not. You know what, son, this is your moment. I love you, son. You do whatever you do, man. We're talking about a ride home.
They don't take me serious, Dad.
What they do take you serious?
No, they don't.
Who? Who? Say the name. Who don't take you serious?
I feel like if I
Who?
say
Say the
their
name. Say the name.
No, I'm not saying
Was it
their
D-Lo?
name.
D-Lo?
No.
It was D-Lo?
D-Lo didn't
D-Lo?
do it.
D-Lo!
I haven't even talked to D-Lo.
Oh, who was it? Just tell me. Awesome.
No,
Hey?
it's okay. No, it's fine. I'll call you Dad on the court.
You? Come on now. We're here for Bonnie. Well, and 1 second real quick. Now, I just want to say real quick, this is the team that can beat the Nuggets. For sure. This is the team that can beat the Nuggets. We got my son starting point guard, D-Lo coming off the bench. We got two white shooters. Y'all already know what that is. That's straps. You know what I'm saying? And we got JJ, one of the top coaches here. Don't know what that was. We got JJ. He gonna do it. He gonna do his thing. He know what he doing. Even though he ain't got much experience in the coaching, trust me, he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And just clap it up for Bonnie. D-Lo, clap it up for Bonnie.
They definitely gonna do D'Lo shady, bro. Don't let him have two to three bad games in a row. Bronny gonna be starting point guard of the Lakers.
Bro,
Bronny, Austin Reeves, some other nigga.
That's
Bron,
not. It just doesn't. They not doing basketball right. I don't know how to explain it fully, but this is not right. It's not right. I hate that this is happening with the Lakers. This could have happened on the Phoenix Suns or something. This did not have.
I mean,
to happen
it's been
on the
happening for
Lakers.
everybody, though. Look at Giannis.
Not listen. Yes, but like LeBron doing a lot. Like we need to make these teams. Do you see these teams today? They all just go back and look at this last season. All these teams that was good, it's different. It's just not. You can't. Bro.
The
Even
Knicks
like
are good. That's.
Bro, it's different. It's young. They tall. They keep getting taller.
Big
It's
men
it's
don't play the paint
this is
anymore. They shoot.
yeah, bro. It's different. It's just different. It's not. The Lakers need to be trying to figure out how to be in this next realm of basketball where you got 7 foot giants shooting 3 pointers like KD. They like shooting them like Kevin Durant already was enough.
So
Now we got taller than that. We got taller than that, and they still can shoot.
I'm looking at like notable signings so far since free agent signing started a couple hours ago. Obi Toppin signed a 4-year deal with the Pacers. Kevin Porter Jr. is
Yeah, I can see
joining
that.
with the Clippers. Andre Drummond, haven't heard that name in a long time. He's joining Philly.
Kevin Porter Jr., Andre Drummond, Philly again?
Yeah, Andre Drummond going to Philly.
No, he was with
going to the
Detroit
Clippers.
first.
No, he was with Detroit, but he was
with Philly
after
for a
Detroit, he
little bit.
went to Philly for a little
He
bit.
played for
For a
Philly.
year.
Mm-hmm.
For a year, yeah, but that shit ain't work.
Kevin Love, 2-year deal to stay with Miami. KCP is going to the Magic. Chris Paul signed him
That's
with the Spurs.
crazy.
Clippers. Harden's going back to the Clippers on a 2-year deal.
The Magic might the Magic get it nice. See, that's another team I'm talking about with that. Like, bruh, they too young. It's youthful. They nice. It's like squads is getting nice. Like the whole squad is like, if not the whole squad, 4 people. Like what you saw, they was showing this for the Celtics. It's like, bro, they got 4 to 5 ballers.
Mm-hmm.
Like ballers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep up with that. You gotta keep up with. That's the game today. Is like, you got 2 people that's really good, one person that like is 3-and-D, and then another dude that just at any point could drop like 18 points. You gotta have that together. And that's why the Lakers piss me off, because it's like, bro, y'all doing all of this different weird stuff, and y'all don't have that. We got a sometimes AD, a sometimes throughout the season. You got a sometimes AD, sometimes LeBron, but both need. The only reason why I say sometimes is because both need a lot of rest, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. I think with AD being I think big men, they do need that rest. Like that, I think if you want to keep them healthy, like Zion, like even players like Zion, like if you want to keep them healthy, you gotta let them go through that whole rest cycle. It really should be applying to them.
Yep.
But not only do you have that with AD on the Lakers, but you got that with old Uncle Father Time, LeBron too.
LeBron
Then
James.
Austin Reeves ain't really jump up to that next level. There's no other. D'Lo is never jumping up to that next level. It's too many question marks, like things you gotta kind of like. Who is that guy? Who is this person that's gonna step in for this? Who's gonna be consistent on 3-and-D? Who's gonna? They need to be figuring that out. Not that this. I don't like it. As a Lakers fan, it's the worst in my entire life that the team is. This is the most. I grew up with Kobe. Y'all can't do this to me. I grew up with Kobe.
My thing is, I've dealt with the situation where teams just fall apart. Like I said, Jason Kidd's one of my favorite players. I followed him for the longest time, especially when he had his run with the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this:
Vince Carter.
I hated Kobe. I hated Kobe when they swept him. I was pissed.
Oh man, I bet a lot of people hated Kobe. I loved,
But I'm
man.
just
That
saying,
made
I
me such a
respected
Lakers
Kobe,
fan watching
like,
Kobe.
But at the same time, I loved Kobe because of his work ethic and everything he did. It's just that during that time when they played, I just, ooh.
Dude, yeah, AI's lost one out to Kobe and Shaq.
Yep.
It was a lot of players I wanted to get rings, but they was playing the Lakers, and I just like it got to a point. That's what made me a fan of the Lakers. Like it literally got to a point where it was like, yeah, but they gotta face Kobe and the Lakers. Like they gotta face the Lakers.
Yep.
They have to face the Lakers. Like I want them to win, but it's not. No, it's not happening. The only team that it was 2 teams that throughout the Kobe years, to me, it was 2 teams that always were like they could throw a monkey wrench in this entire thing, and that was the Detroit Pistons and the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only
Spurs,
2.
for sure.
Those was the only 2 where I was like, I don't. But anybody else, if the Lakers had to go up against anybody else, and then I mean Boston, yeah, later down the line when they got KG, Paul Pierce, everybody didn't know how that would go, and they ended up splitting with each other, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was
Mhm.
yeah. So, but that was the Lakers was they were a force. Like I known them my entire life to be a force of nature. Like, bro, they had Shaq and Kobe. they had Shaq and Kobe. That was like
But hold up
what?
though. But they still had Kobe after Shaq left,
And
and
they
Kobe
still
won
had
it
Kobe
without,
after Shaq.
bruh.
Yeah, then they was getting D-Fish come out of nowhere shooting like he
Robert
14
Horry,
years old he just came out of nowhere shooting like a motherfucker. Then
Shannon
Paul
Brown.
Gasol was playing his role. Lamar Odom was fired like a little 6-man out of nowhere that just would come and shoot a corner three. It was like they was
You
just
remember
this.
when
They
Shannon
was a
Brown
force,
dunked on
bro.
Trevor
Yep.
Ariza? Trevor Ariza?
Yep.
Man,
Yeah.
give him Ariza.
Ariza was a dog.
Ariza was a dog. He was a dog though. The Lakers was a force. That's how I always known them. My whole life, I knew them as a force, and now they just feel like just a pile of sticks on the ground that you ain't even.
It's too much
shaping.
Hollywood shit, bro.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yep. It absolutely is. But all right, I mean, y'all want to rap?
Yep. With that being
Yeah.
said, we're gonna end things off. Just a recap. Looking forward to Deadpool. Marvel
Yes,
need to
sir.
get their act together with how they're doing
Yes,
these
sir.
movies. Demon Slayer, Mid Slayer. The art is the only thing that
Not
holds it
changing.
together. Kaiju number 8, Gas. If anybody watching
Fire.
it, read the manga. Read the manga. Don't wait week to week. Just go ahead and read the manga. And I just
Nah, I ain't
noticed.
gonna hold you, bro. The action's so fire now. I will not be mad at anybody who was like,
Nah,
I'm gonna
don't
just watch
wait.
the anime.
But nah, you gotta wait a whole year though. You gotta
Hey.
wait. Just read.
It's worth it. It's worth like for the person who loved the animation with Kaiju number 8, and I get it. It's worth it.
I love the animation too, but reading it, it's still gas. I'm just thinking in my head how the animation can go. And besides that, the NBA this year is about to be very interesting. I'm gonna call it now. I see Lakers and Boston's in the final, and Lakers are gonna win in 7. Calling it now. Storybook, bruh. Storybook story. A storybook tale.
If
LeBron.
they go to the finals and win,
bro,
I will burn California down.
Yeah, like come on, bro. There is no.
Like, that's the
listen,
only-
I'm the biggest.
I'm just saying, bruh. It's
Go
too
Lakers.
good,
I mean, I'm with you. Go
but
Lakers.
It's too good to be true. Like, think about it. Granted, yes, it's a lot of stuff that went on where other teams wanted to pick up Bronny in the draft,
Yeah.
but apparently Rich Paul did some underhanded things to like scare them into.
Bronny gonna be the first. Bronny gonna do something. The last time it's been done, it was done by Magic Johnson. I'm not. Come on the Lakers. Actually, you will make me start to believe that it's a narrative to the NBA. Like I would really believe that if the Lakers win next year, I'd be like, nah, bro, y'all writing narratives because he'd be the first player to win in his rookie year. And since Magic Johnson, I think Magic
LeBron
Johnson was
will
the
win a
second, was the
title
last
with his
person.
Wait, no.
It'll be the first time.
Are you talking about like as a star player?
There's many rookies that's won their first year. You mean like as a starter?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Look that up.
Bruh,
I'm pretty sure.
There's
Nigga,
a couple players
as a
on the
rookie?
Celtics that was a rookie that just won a title.
Okay, yeah, as a starter or a star.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it would have to
He's
be
not-
that.
he's not
Because Magic
starting.
won MVP that year too. I think for
If
that
they
final.
smart, they're not going to start Bronny. Have him come off the bench and learn. Like he's not ready.
They
to
might start. I'm with D. Let D-Lo. Let us
The way
let's get
JJ
the
Redick,
All-Star game.
bro, the way JJ Redick been kissing up to Bron in these damn wine drinking interviews, Bronny gonna be starting point guard. Bron gonna be the 2 guard. It's gonna be a whole lot of fuck shit. It's gonna be like, why is this happening? But bro, people still paying to see Bron. Nobody has said, yo, Bronny is NBA ready. While I'm rooting for Bronny to have a good career and have a good rookie season, it's like, bro, you haven't shown me anything. And you didn't even start in college. So you have no business to be starting in the NBA. Let's leave it there.
Maybe it is MVP. I think y'all right too. I think I'm wrong. I think y'all right. I think it was
Granted,
Magic was
we
the
all-
first
we
to
all
win
know-
MVP. and rookie in the same year.
But that's the thing, Kareem.
No, he didn't win MVP that year.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Finals
Kareem
MVP,
Abdul-Jabbar was supposed to win it, but they needed because he wasn't there for that game that they won. Magic ended up winning it. Like they gave it to Magic.
Yeah.
Because Kareem hurt his foot the game before, if I remember. Look at me sounding
And he
like
was
I'm-
rookie of the he was rookie of the year that year too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah, I
that
think y'all
being
got
said, everyone, thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Gert, still don't like you from the squats. We'll check you guys out later. We should be back on next Sunday, if not Monday. We will let y'all know. Stay tuned and pay attention to the socials. All right, y'all. Peace.
I love how Rob just stayed up there that whole time.
He gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah.
I don't care.